Well, a good Wednesday evening to everybody. Special event night, the Dirt Racing Network, NetCode ESports Mighty Midget Series Mini Nationals presented by Victory Fuel. I-55 Speedway. 20 drivers of the 24 registered have actually made it to the racetrack tonight. Had 24 pay and get registered. We're not seeing all 24, and Wade Field is one of the drivers that is definitely missing from this list. But your former or current and defending, not former, current and defending series champion right there in the 49 car, Bo Brennan, and he is the quickest in the session tonight. We'll have single car qualifying here just shortly, but right now, 12.18 seconds. The old track record has not officially been reset, but if Mr. Brandon can get out there and run another sub 12, he can reset the track record. 2022 Mini Nationals champion Craig Silby, the Kiwi Conqueror in the field. 2023 champion Mason Coffey, sadly absent, so Silby the only one with a opportunity to repeat as champion. We have had two previous, and every single one of them has had a different podium finish. Silby and Barros went 1-2 in 22. J.D. Laird ended up in third. Mason Coffey and Kyle Hooper were 1-2 in 23. And David Krikorian, who is in the field tonight, was on the podium last year for this. Originally, Reed Brochart had the track record at 12.78 seconds in 2022. And that was blasted 0.6 of a second by Bo Brandon in 2023. We'll see if it can be reset again tonight. We have 12 drivers who have competed in both of the two previous Mini Nationals events. David Krikorian, one of the best of it. He averages a 3.5 for his finishing place. Robert Lynn, not here tonight. Was registered, cannot make it. Forced to work overtime. He has a fifth place average, 5.5 for Gerlach, Brochart, Silby. Or that's for qualifying. I'm sorry, for qualifying. The finishes are Silby with a 3, Krikorian with a 3.5, and Barros with a 4. And the king of the DNF at the Mini Nationals, he's driving the 5 car tonight. See if he can get away from the curse of the 71. Josh Gerlach, sadly, has not finished either main event. These guys will be back with the Mighty Midget Series next season, 2024D, as we make our way to the end in the Ironman Championship. They're going to start next Thursday night. So all the series coming back. And we are happy for that. Sorry to hear about what happened to. Okay, so you got to remind me because so many things happened. Was it bad? Outlaw? I truly can't remember all the bad stuff that happens because there's so much of it. I mean, about me getting sick or about... I'm not sure what you're talking about, buddy. Well, I do have a face for radio. I definitely have a face for radio. That is not a secret. Everybody knows. We got him on YouTube. We got him on Twitch for sure. If anybody's over on Facebook, make sure you shout out too. If you're over there, like, share, follow. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo, subscribe. You'll know every time we go live. More and more shows for everybody as we continue on through fall and winter, because we're going to be Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, possible some Wednesdays, and always Thursdays. So about 7 shows and 5 nights for everybody. Quick reminder, tomorrow night we will do the championship round of the Mini Nationals, and then Monday night DSRL kicks off with Monday Night Thunder. Big block modifieds at 8 Eastern, and 360 wing sprint cars coming back to the home of sprint car racing, the original home of sprint car racing. And that's a 9:30 show. First car to hit the track. Will he be able to reset the track record? 12.18 seconds. He set it to last season. A single car qualifying. So we're going to watch them all. One at a time, 20 drivers. Well, he got it sideways, getting it into 3. First time by. 12.63 seconds. Got it down in there into 3 again. Looks like that car is just missing the line a tiny bit. 12.78. Slowed down on lap number 2. So, Brandon, 12.63 track record not in danger from the current track record holder. Who is going to roll out second? I do not have the qualifying order. It was one thing they did not share with me. Vinny Sansone out on the racing surface. He went 12.53 on his first lap. Whoa, and Vinny out of shape. Vinny sporting the Digital Sim Sports Network colors. And he will have quick time currently. It's Bobby Yankee now. Heads through 1 and 2, and he'll stay wide. He may be trying to lighten the car just a little, burn a little extra fuel. He may go to the bottom here on his second lap. He elects to stay right through the middle. He was at 12.68. Out of 4 for the second time. Slowed down just a tick. He might as well have mirrored. I'm not sure who is rolling onto the track. It looks like Matthew Penny is our next qualifier here in the 35. Penny, 12.86 for lap number 1. Now takes it to the bottom. And out of 4 for the final time, Matt Penny, 12.88. So almost mirrored his first time. 2 100ths. Mason Hannigan, the little Hurricane, also sporting the Digital Sim Sports Network, Dirt Racing Network logos on his midget tonight. Not a regular in the series. Kind of wish he was, because he's a really good driver. First time by for Hannigan. Quick time, 12.47. The Hurricane kicking up a ruckus right away. Lap number 2, slowed it down. 3 100ths, went 12.50. But he is your quick qualifier right now as G-Body, Garrett Boyd. I've been getting a lot of grief for having so many cars in the field. This is a charity race, guys. If you go to the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page, you'll get the links. If you want to donate to the charity, please go over there. Do so. They are raising money for a fantastic, it's for kids. They're raising money for a great cause. I have no problems donating to a great cause. It gets me driver entries, and we put 7 drivers into this thing. Garrett Boyd, 12.79. He will be 5th quick currently. So Hannigan, Sansone, and Boyd all driving for us. As always, Brennan Rogers is driving for us tonight. Craig Silby in one of the house cars. I don't know who's on the track, folks. Trevor Royer, here's another of our DSSN drivers. He just entered pit lane. I don't know who's on the track. I really don't. I have no idea. It is not giving me a name. Oh, here we go. Craig Silby. I was just talking about Craig. Craig. Third quick at a 12:62. And now we might get to see Trevor Royer roll out. Yeah, Royer already on the track. Not a regular in the series, but he is one to watch. First time by, second quick, 12:50. Right behind Hannigan, right in front of Sansone. And on his second lap, 12:57. So he will stay at least P2 for now. We'll see who's coming out next. Mike Gebhard, the 81 car. Mike Gebhard, a regular for the Mighty Midgets. Out of 4, first time by. Gebhard, ninth quick, 12:93. Track apparently very heavy right now. And Gebhard, 12:81, moves him to 8th quick on his second lap. Takes the car into the pits. David Krikorian is our next driver. Another regular on the series. See him week in, week out. Krikorian, third quick on his first lap, 12:52. And that second lap did not look quicker, and it isn't. It's a 12:66. Paquette may be our next. And let's see, he's going to roll out right there. There goes Jonathan Paquette. I don't think you pronounce it Paquet. There's an A. If it was an E, I would definitely say it's PK, but that's it. We're going to go with that, and if we're slaughtering it, somebody knows, make sure you tell us, please. Lap number 1, 12:72 for driver of the 55 car. Makes him 8th quick right now, and he's going to stay right out there by that fluffy stuff. Long way around for sure. And a 12:77 for him right there. Reed Brochart in the 93 car. Rolling out of turn number 3. Gets onto the time clock. Used to seeing different paint on that car. We've seen this GoPro a couple of times. Said he almost broke the Mighty Ducks out. He had a good season in the Mighty Ducks car a couple of seasons ago. He's 5th quick right now at 12:53. Out of 4, second lap. Did not improve. Ran the same time as lap number 1. Steven Spiess now in the 55. Make his way just past the halfway point of qualifying drivers. 20 cars. We're on car number 13. Yes, it is, Tiny Dancer. That is the Little Hurricane. Lap number 1 for Spiess. 8th quick at 12.66 seconds. I don't think the track record is in any danger currently. Lap number 2 for Spiess, 12:61, moves him up to 6th. Brennan Rogers, series champion. And another in the stable of Dirt Racing Network in the 20 machines. Been gone for a few weeks. Was out of the country on vacation. Back now. First night back. Quick time, 12.45 seconds. Picking up right where he left off before he went on vacation. We've still got several fast cars to go. His second lap, 12.61, slowed it down quite a bit. I think it was because he stayed out really wide. Now, Josh Gerlach, you're used to seeing him in the 71. Tonight he is in that purple number 5. Victory fuel on the car. And a lap number 1 for Josh Gerlach. 7th quick, 12.59 seconds. Out of 4 for the final time. Gerlach. Oh, I think he may not get a time. I think he nicked the fence, and that'll relegate that lap to a 0. I don't know if it was going to be quicker or not. We can't have too many. Anelski, Barros, Schaff, Vincent, Parmley. That's all that's left. We got a couple of quickies coming. It looks like it's going to be Anelski's turn. Oh. Okay, Parker. We'll keep an eye on him. Lap number 1 for Wayne Anelski. 12.81 seconds. He is going to have to pick it up quite a bit. He is going to be in the top half of this qualifying session. And his second lap, a little quicker, moves him to 12.70 seconds. We're going to get in some very fast cars right here. Barros, Schaff, Parmley, Vincent. I think, yeah, it is. It is Billy Barros, a former series champion. Barros, 14 quick, 12.72. Because they have that as the first color choice in their paint palette in iRacing. 7th quick on his second lap, 12.54 for Billy Barros. Moves him inside the top 10. He should be safe to start in the top half of the field tonight. Is Jay Schaff in the 3 car. Came in, ran about the first half of the season. Has been absent the last couple of weeks in weekly racing. But here for the Mini Nats. His first lap, he was 8th quick, 12.57. Yeah, if you look, you'll see Barros' numbers are green. Spieth's numbers are orange. That is because that is the first color chosen in their color palette inside of iRacing. Schaff, no quicker on a lap number 2. We're waiting for this guy right here. This guy won about 400 races in this last season. We only ran 20, but I think he won 400 out of that 20. He and Brendan Rodgers dominated the first half of this season for sure, and he will go 4th quick on lap number 1, 12.51. Oh, 0 time. This time you can't touch anything with the car while you're out there. It zeroes out your qualifying attempts. It was a 73 officially, but he did brush the fence down there at the entrance. Turn number 3, and here comes Kurt Vincent, our final qualifier for this evening. Vincent coming around out of 4. He's way wide there. Maybe get it together here for lap number 2. And looks like he is going to stay up top. 20th quick for him, 12.87. And lap number 2. Will it move him up the board at all? He didn't have to do much. It does. It moves him to 18th at 12.79. Qualifying now completed for night number 1. We'll have heat races. I believe everybody transfers through no matter what tonight. 10 laps for each heat. The top 6 automatically locked into those first few rows. And then we'll have a LCQ just for the final starting spots in the feature. Tonight's feature, 30 laps. The top 8 after heat races and everything else will be inverted. Top 6 in points from tonight will be locked in to the first 3 rows, and they will do King of the Hill type qualifying tomorrow night before we get things started. So let's look at the starting lineup for heat number 1. It's going to be Mike Gebhardt, the 81 car on the pole, with Jonathan Paquette in the 55 beside him. Bo Brandon, 49 car. Row 2 to the inside, and he'll have Josh Gerlach in the 5 car on his outside. Your third row is the 93 of Reed Brochard inside. Cody Parmalee in that 16 car starts on the outside of that row. And then your quick qualifier for the evening in the 20 starts out back of the field. Brennan Rogers, and we'll see if he can carve his way to the front, get himself a good starting position in tonight's A main. See if Cody Parmalee can do the same. Bo Brandon this is a pretty stacked heat race. If you come and throw a bunch over the fence, we'll give you 10 points for each one you throw over the fence, Scott. They got to be mounted and inflated, though. You can't just throw carcasses across the fence line. That would be unethical. Pace truck about to get out of the way. We're about to get started with heat number 1 for the 3rd annual NetCode ESports Mini Nationals presented by Victory Fuel, and down the backstretch for the first time on night number 1. Woo, Mr. Brandon, keep that left front off the fence, or Gephardt's going to lead the lap. Paquette second. Brandon was third. But here comes Gerlach. There goes Parmalee up top. Here comes Brendan Rogers as well. They were almost 4 wide. Coming out of 4. This is a pretty exciting deal right here. These guys wanting to go for it right away. Gebhardt still out front. He's got a lot of company. Here comes the Catfish down on the bottom. Parmalee right to the inside. Now Parmalee's going to lead. Paquette trying to cross over to old Gebhardt. Up. Clips the fence pretty hard. He's going to get the car back under him. I think it's broken. He may have to take it straight to the infield. But Parmalee has the lead. Paquette second. Brendan Rogers third. Brandon Gerlach fighting behind that. Reed Brochard is right there. Four laps to go. Look like Bo Brennan slid the car a little hard, had to wait an extra second. He's going to let Gerlach have a little momentum right there. Here comes Brendan Rogers, going to slide Paquette in 1 and 2. Oh, and then Brandon was going to do the same. He was going to slide up there and do the cut down, and he caught the left rear of Paquette's car. He'll lose a couple of spots over that deal as Josh Gerlach gets around. Coming around to the white flag. How close are they at the front? Just about 6/10. Parmalee picking up where he left the season off. Absolutely dominating. Rogers back in form. He went from last to second. Who's going to be third? Gerlach comes home third. Paquette fourth. Brandon fifth. Brochard sixth. And Gebhardt a distant seventh in this one after the contact. So heat 1 in the books. We'll get ready for heat number 2. We'll line them up like this. It's going to be the 35 of Matt Penny on the pole, and he'll have the 21 of G-Body Garrett Boyd beside him. Bobby Yankee in the 28, row 2 to the inside with Steven Spiess in the 55. And then the 38 of Billy Barros starts row 3 inside with David Krikorian in the 66. And out back, I think he was second quick qualifier, the 71 of Mason Hannigan. The little Hurricane out back. We'll see if he can drive his way to the front in that 71 machine. All right, Pace Truck is going to duck out of the way right here in 3 and 4. We're going to get ready to throw a green flag on heat number 2.
Green flag.
Somebody said we got to watch Penny. He is going to win the whole thing, so we're going to keep an eye on that 35 car at the front. He'll lead lap number 1. Speece and Boyd going at it side by side for second. Yonke is right there trying to make it 3 wide. This time, Speece with a good run in the middle lane. He's going to slide up right rear in front of the 21. Locks the door on him. Takes the spot. Here comes Hannigan on the bottom. Takes 2 spots away. Gives them both back before we get to turn 3. Going to have a little contact, and he's going to have to regroup and get after it again. Still 7 laps to go. Matt Penny running right on the bottom. Oh, this time clips the fence. That may cost him the lead. Steven Speece around the top. All the momentum in the 55. New leader. Garrett Boyd all the way out to the fence. He's going to go by on the backstretch. May take second here coming out of 4. And Billy Barros is right there. Barros still trying to work to a 3rd place finish. Trying to work around Penny. He is going to get it done right here, and he's trying to work to the inside. They're 3 wide. Penny's on the bottom. Barros in the middle. Boyd at the top. All for 2nd place. Billy Barros. Late going in the heat race, and he's trying to make some noise. Thought about the slider. Left the door open as Speece kept the lead. Out of 2, out of 4, the high side. Really looks like it's a place to be right now. We're down to 2 to go. This time, Barrow slides up in front, gets tagged in the push bar for his efforts, but he's got the lead. And I thought it was going to break Speece's momentum enough that Boyd was going to go by, and it just didn't work for him. Super close contact. Now Speece is in trouble. He slowed down Barros. Boyd goes by with a slider. Garrett Boyd's going to win heat 2. There's Mason Hannigan from last to second. Barros 3rd, Penny, Speece, Krikorian, and Yonke. Interesting finish to heat number 2. Let's get ready for the 3rd and final heat. 6 cars in this one. This is how we'll line them up. 19 of Kurt Vincent will have the pole, and of the 13 of Wayne Anelski on his outside. The Kiwi Conquer, Craig Silby in that green 7 machine. A row 2 to the inside next to the 3 of Jay Schaff. And then your back row, the 80 of Vinny Sansone and the 90 of Trevor Royer. Neither one of those 2 regulars on the series, but both very accomplished drivers. Now we'll see action from both of those guys. They will probably work their way closer to the front. Sansone, a very methodical driver, very patient. All right, Pace Truck out of the way. Final heat race under the green flag. Kurt Vincent got a pretty good start, but Silby got in there a little hot. I think Vincent had the car just a little too far sideways. He broke a lot of momentum, and Silby couldn't see that out the right side of that midget. Wayne Anelski going to lead lap 1. Schaff is second. Watch Jay Schaff. Very quick. Was in every weekly race that he ran in 2023C. So watch for the 3 car. Trevor Royer up to the 3rd spot. Vinny Sansone 4th. Here comes Kurt Vincent back in it. Craig Silby trying to fight back. Get some positions. He'll have to go in the B main to race, but he'll have a chance to improve his starting position. We saw Silby a couple of weeks ago sweep the night. I believe it was at Kern County. He swept both races. Anelski's still out front now. The battle. Trevor Royer is going to the top side. Got the momentum, moves himself to second, Schaff back to third, Sansone right through the middle, still in fourth. And now Silby and Vincent. That fight didn't last very long, just turns 3 and 4. Silby goes around the 19 car. And why would you not be, Cody? Following the chat there, and I'm trying to figure out why you would not be allowed. 3 to go this time by Anelski, half a second in front of Royer. Schaff is trying to stay right there. See if there's going to be a mistake out of the 90 car. So far, no mistakes for Royer. 2 to go this time. He's closing in on Anelski. He is right up against the fence, as close as you can get in 1 and 2. He's not doing quite as much drifting in at 3 and 4 to get close up there. But 1 and 2, he's got that right rear about as close as you can get without hitting. And Royer's got to run down the backstretch onto the white flag lap. Is he going to go for the slider? He couldn't get it there. Anelski will win Heat 3. Royer second, Schaff third, Sansone fourth, Silby fifth, and Kurt Vincent rounding the field out. So, night 1, heat racing action in the books. We'll have an LCQ just because we can. They will be racing for their final starting positions in tonight's A main. First 9 positions have been settled. And the top 8 will do the invert. So, we'll roll our B main off. This is how we're going to start them. Paquette and Penny on the front row. Sansone and Brandon in row 2. And a couple of fast guys there in that second row for sure. I mean, it looks like this whole field, any of these guys could come in here, win a feature, and they're in the B main tonight. So, Spiess and Silby in row number 3. Brochart, Krikorian making up 4. 5th row is Vincent and Geppert, and Bobby Yankee tagging the rear for this. Looks like everybody's ready to go. Pace trucks out of the way. 15 laps for your final starting position in the last 5 rows. In tonight's A main, maybe 6 rows. Maybe 6 rows. 6 rows. Paquette leads lap 1. Sansone, Brandon and Penny side by side. That got tight right there. Silby is right in that mix as well. Three wide, getting down into 1 and 2. Sansone to the bottom, comes out to the middle. He and Bo Brandon, Craig Silby, Steven Spiess, David Krikorian, Mike Geppert, everybody making contact. And we are going to have a caution to slow this down and get everybody grouped back up. That was a wild one. Brandon was in the middle. Sansone came off the bottom. I don't think he knew he was there, and he tried to cut the car back to the low side. And the right rear got in between, hit the Nerf bar, and that just starts a big chain reaction. Bo Brandon's going to go to the attention of the crew and have him take a quick peek and see if anything is broken, bent. He needs to have a good starting spot because he has been playing bridesmaid to either Brennan Rogers or Cody Parmley for about the last 10 weeks. And he has got some work to do definitely tonight to get up here. Needs to score a lot of points. That will help. Paquette, Penny, Sansone, Silby, Spiess, Brochart, Yankee, Vincent, Gebhardt, Krikorian, and then Brandon may or may not be coming back out of the pits. And I don't know if that car's going to make it out of the pits. Here he comes. Didn't think they were going to get him rolled back out there. So we are just about to restart. He finally joined to the back of the field. Paquette trying to stay out front. Penny right behind. Sansone and Silby in behind that. Silby all the way to the bottom in 1 and 2. Sansone gave plenty of room. They were 3 wide at the exit of 4. It narrows back to 2, and Vinny Sansone going after second. He's right in the middle. Both ends of the raceway. And Sansone looking to secure second place. Silby's running about a half a lane lower. And he is right there. Can't get the bottom to give him any exit speed. Oh, and he and Will Penny make contact. Penny hangs on to 4th. Here comes Steven Spies back through this mess. He's in 5th right now. Brochard is 6th. Yankee is 7th. Big wiggle out of Paquette. Sansone jumps on him, and he grabs the lead coming around to 5 to go. Silby trying to follow him through, and he does take second. Now it's side by side between Paquette and Penny. For third, Steven Spies tried to thread the needle. I thought he was going to have to do a little pushing and shoving. Doesn't do it. He's got 4th currently. Paquette falling back. Oh, Brochard got into the back of Spies, and we're going to have a caution. We're going to watch this from our handy dandy drone cam. Oh, yeah, got in there, bumped it, pushed the right rear up into the fence, and we go tumble, 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 tumble. Woo! Somebody make sure he can stand up straight. So we'll have a restart with about 3 to go, it looks like. See if we can figure out who is out front. Silby's out front. Sansone's second. Penny, Spies, Paquette, Yankee, Gregorian, Brandon, Gephardt, Vincent. Reed Brochard looking like he may start at the back of tonight's A-Main. Tonight's A-Main, 30 laps. Tomorrow night's will be a 55-lap championship feature. At the beginning of the night tomorrow night, we will have King of the Hill pole shuffle. And then we'll do another LCQ of 18 laps and then our big 55-lap feature. We're back underway in Silby. Good start for him. He is going to get about 8 car lengths, which is about 0.4 of a second on Sansone. Penny, 3rd. Spies is 4th. It's a battle behind that. Paquette, Yankee, Brannon. Gregorian is in it. There's that 49 familiar to everybody that watches the Mighty Midget Series, and he is right back catfishing the bottom. I don't think it's working for him right now, though. Oh, David Gregorian got in there quick. Spun him around. Everybody stays going on the white flag lap. But Silby's going to win the B-Main. Sansone, Penny, Spies, Paquette, Yankee, Gephardt, Vincent Gregorian, and then Brandon, as Gregorian and Brandon got together in turn 1 on the white flag lap. And both of those drivers are going to have an uphill battle the entire night. You know what? We can try. Are they in? About 3 minutes they're going to give these guys for some warm-up. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're calling them in. They're calling them in. There we go. We got them all now. All right, Cody Parmalee, Garrett Boyd, Wayne Anelski. Heat race winners tonight, guys, one at a time. Let's start with Wayne. What do you expect out here in the feature?
Expecting to drop like a rock, if I'm going to be honest. Don't know how I'm up here, but we're going to try and make at least the top 5.
Garrett Boyd, expectations for your feature, sir?
Going to be about the same as Wayne. It's going to try to do the best as we can to maintain and minimize mistakes.
Man, the fans like confidence in a driver. So, Cody Parmley, what are you expecting here in the feature? I know you like to kind of move all over the track, but I think the bottom's your friend tonight.
I hope. I mean, I'm going to try every line I can, but we'll see what happens.
And you got a lot of heavy hitters up there in that top 6, and you've got a couple of heavy hitters that are going to have to start at the back. And with this being a short feature tonight, you guys may be able to score some points and keep an advantage on these guys going into tomorrow.
I hope.
Cody Parmley, always a man of many words. He has the shortest answers in any interview of any driver we have. Well, guys, congrats on winning heats in the prelim night. We'll look forward to seeing what you can do out there in the feature. Go get some warm-up laps in and give them hell tonight.
Bye.
Thank you.
Put them boys back in the other room. I'm sure they will jettison themselves so they can concentrate. I was just looking over the notes for this thing. See if there was anything that we might have missed. I think we've covered just about everything. These guys are going to get out here 30 laps tonight. Then we will show up in the top 6 in points. We'll go 6 and 5, and the winner stays on track, takes on number 4. The winner stays on track, takes number 3. Stays on track, takes on number 2. Winner stays on track, takes number 1. That will set up the front 3 rows for the big 55-lap feature. Everybody else, well, they're going to have to go through that 18-lap LCQ, and they will start where they finished tonight and have a chance to race to improve their starting position on championship night. We'll run 55 laps, and somebody will be the 2024 NetCode ESports Mini Nationals champion. Appreciate everybody being here in the chat. Man, we're getting a lot of chat. Every platform has chimed in, so thank you guys for that. Just waiting on this server to advance. And then it will be time for all the fun and games to stop. Best drivers in the midget class on iRacing about to get after it right here. We're going to line them up. This is how they're going to go for 30 laps on prelim night number 1 for the feature. Barros and Gerlach, the 38 and 5 on the front row. The 90 of Trevor Royer next to the 71 of Mason Hannigan in row 2. Brandon Rogers in the 20. Wayne Anelski in the 13. They will have a row number 3. Boyd in the 21 and Parmley in the 16. In the 4th row, so our 3 heat race winners will start 6, 7, and 8 in this feature. Jay Schaff in the 3, Craig Silby in the 7. That's row 5. Row 6 is Sansone in the 80, Penny in the 35. Then Spieth in the 55, Paquette in the 55. The orange and black 55 is Spieth. The white 55 is Paquette. Yonke the 28, he's a row 8 with Gebhardt in the 81. And the 19 of Kurt Vincent, 66 of David Krikorian, row number 9. In our final row, the 49 of Bo Brandon, and the 93 of Reed Brochart. Tomorrow night, the field will, the first 6 will be set manually. Everybody else does have to go through that LCQ once again. Figure out their spots. They'll do that at the roll-off. Our lap counter will reset once we get the green, which will be this time. It's going to be Barros and Gerlach. Getting things going for us right here. And the green flag is out. Prelim night number 1, NetCode ESports Mini Nationals presented by Victory Fuel is underway. Look at him carving behind already. Hannigan going for it. Sansone's on the bottom going for it. Here comes the 20 of Brendan Rogers. He's catfishing the bottom. Parmley got pinched in. Jay Schaff shut the door on him right behind that. Garrett Boyd is right there. Here comes Craig Silby. Anelski. Sansone. Oh, I saw Penny catch the fence just a tiny bit. There he is right there. He's got Babianchi to his inside. We're all the way back to 14th in this thing. You can see at the front, the top 6 or 7 are just in a wad right here. Rogers on the bottom, got Parmley lined up behind him. Everybody trying to catch Barros. Hannigan all the way out by the fence. Momentum on the 71, but Barros is making that middle line work to perfection. This time he's going to see that the 71 is there. He'll slide up. That's just an invitation for Hannigan to go to the middle. Now Hannigan, probably the short slider here in 1 and 2. He goes up top, gets the drive. I think we're going to go back. Garrett Boyd has an issue. Let's go see what happened to the driver of the 21. He nicks the fence. We may need to rewind that again. I didn't really see what happened there. Had Craig Silby right behind. Oh, they hooked a little. Yeah, they hooked just a tiny bit. Silby had that push bar on the front bumper, just up alongside the tail tank on the 21. And when they came off the corner and Boyd got just a little close to the wall, he pulled it back down right across the nose. And hopefully he is okay to continue. It looks like he stayed out on the track, but that was not the way he wanted to go to the back. I'm sure he wanted to race for that. So we'll see if he can maybe jump behind Bo Brannon and work his way back towards the front. Hannigan did have the lead, so it's he, Barros, Rogers, Gerlach, and Parmley, the top 5 as we get ready to restart. 24 laps to go. There goes Hannigan, green flag. Back out. You can see he is up there high and wide in 1 and 2. Doing the same in 3 and 4, Brendan Rogers. Took a spot from Billy Barros with a slider in 3 and 4. Barros tries to pay it back. Rogers crosses under. Parmley's up to 4th. Gerlach still 5th. Here comes Silby. Silby slides up. He moves Jay Schaff. Got in there and pushed him even further up the hill. So Silby 6th. Schaff hangs onto it. He is 7th. Trevor Royer, in the 90. Coming through the field, he's up to 7th. We're going to the front because Brandon Rogers got his hands full. Billy Barros not ready to give up the spot just yet. Cody Parmley down to the bottom. While Barros and Brendan Rogers are battling. Oh, car upside down. I think that's Jay Schaff. I think I saw the 3 car. Get upside down over here in turns 1 and 2. Right up against the fence. Oh, yeah. He went in there and he was really tight to the fence, and Gerlach don't think he knew he was there, and he went to go up that far, and he and Schaff make contact. So our second caution for Jace Schaff, flipping over in turns 1 and 2. Ethan, why aren't you out here racing? I just now saw your chat there. Why aren't you out here racing, man? Could be having a good time with these guys. All right, think we're getting ready to go back to green. We're single file. I think we're getting ready to go back to green. Lights look like they're off on our pace vehicle. Hannigan, Rogers, Barros, Parmley, Silby, Gerlach, Royer, Spies, Anelski, and Sansone are our top 10 right now. And the little Hurricane back on the throttle, getting us to the green flag. He is going to go slider line in 1 and 2. Stretching it out 4/10, but he is going to have to contend with Parmley and Rogers coming up here through the field. Those two, the dominant drivers into the series at the moment. Hannigan off of 4, keeping the lead, but Rogers making headway. He's closing in. Parmley through the bottom, slides out to the middle. He's still there. Silby's got company with Barros. He's trying to get around him on the top side, take 4th away. He gets it down the front stretch and into 1 and 2. We're down to about 13 to go this time by. And Hannigan loses ground and then makes a bunch of ground up. He just drives away. Pulls it back out to almost 7/10. Rogers and Parmley are going to be going at it as we're going to have caution slow things down. I think Mike Gebhardt is going to have a problem. White car, center of the screen, the 81, red wheels. Right in front of Bo Brannon. Oh, yeah. He and Paquette make contact down the front stretch, and then Matt Penny is going to get a little piece of it. That should just be a bent bumper for Penny's car. Well, they start the new season next Thursday. NetCode ESports.com. They'll have 10 weeks, 20 races. Or it's 8 weeks, 16 races. It's one or the other. They go all the way to the end of the year, and then they crown their Ironman champion, which is all 4 seasons. They keep points. I think you drop 1 race a season. All right, so it's going to be Hannigan's responsibility to get us started once again. Going to be 12 to go. We drop the green on prelim night here. There goes Hannigan. Here comes the green flag. Once again with slider line at 1 and 2, and Brendan Rogers stays in lockstep with him. Now Rogers looks like he's going to go bomb slider. Did not get it there. That may open the door for Parmley to get alongside Rogers. You can watch these front 2 drivers. Slightly different approaches to attacking these corners. Parmley completely a different line, and he grabs second. Coming out of 4, can he hang on to it? Yeah, Parmley's got second away from Rogers. He is running the bottom. Now runs slider in 1 and 2.
All right, man.
Caution once again, Wayne Anelski. 13 car. He's right there. Trevor Royer right beside him. Oh, yeah, just a little squeeze play. Oh, I think he's going to be safe. He didn't hit anything. Kept it going. He may not have known that Royer had that big a run coming out of 4, and he went to move up close to the fence and get the entry line into 1 and 2, and Royer was already beside. I think they touched tires. And Anelski's going to get very lucky that that car didn't spin backwards and flip over for him. So we'll get the reset, get them ready to go for 8 laps. It's Hannigan, Parmley, Rogers, Silby, Royer, Spieth, Barros, Gerlach, Sansone, Yonke, Brannon, Boyd, Krikorian, Brochart, Vincent, and then Anelski. Gebhardt is back out here, but he's 3 laps down after they got the car fixed. He came back out after the last caution. Schaff and Penny are both out here as well. They are more than 3 laps, 3 to 4 laps down each. Paquette, the only car retired from the event. 8 laps to go. Prelim night for the Mini Nationals. And Mason Hannigan
Green.
out in front on the restart. He's going to have company because Cody Parmley knows how to run that bottom. And caution again. Brendan Rogers, Craig Silby. They were right behind each other. Rogers up front, Silby was in the back. And then Trevor Royer was right there as well. And that looks like a little come down, little come up. Little touchy, feely. I don't think either driver meant for anything bad to happen there. They just came together. And two solid objects can't occupy the same space at the same time. And that is going to change the complexion of this now. We'll see if Hannigan learned anything right there, because Parmalee showed him in 1 and 2. He'll go to the bottom. He'll get that launch out of the bottom of turn number 2. So we'll see if that changes the way Hannigan restarts things, because right now it's Hannigan, Parmalee, Silby, Royer, Spieth, Barros, Gerlach, Sansone, Yankee, and Brannon, the top 10. Kurt Vincent on the hook and out of the race in 16th place for now. He may fall as far as 19th before this is over. Pace truck out of the way, and Hannigan
Green flag.
going to get a restart on the bottom this time. Into 1 and 2. He goes slider line. Parmalee's going to do the same exact thing. Hannigan has momentum coming down the backstretch. Here comes Silby. Oh, Parmalee licks the fence down in turn number 4. That'll slow him down and take some pressure off of Hannigan. Parmalee is still second. Silby fell back. Here comes Trevor Royer late in this one, way out wide. And he is running down the Kiwi Conqueror. Parmalee going to go for the lead down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Does Hannigan have enough momentum on the top side? Parmalee leads that lap with 4 to go. Hannigan staying true to where he wants to run. Parmalee doing the same. He is a bottom feeder, loves to get down there low. This time it's a lot closer, but Parmalee's still out front. Hannigan to the top. Can he find the momentum down the backstretch? That's where he is losing time, and Parmalee goes way wide, blocks him in. Good slider out of the 16 with 2 to go. Into 3 and 4. Big slider coming from Hannigan. He's up high. Parmalee cross over there side by side, taking the white flag. Hannigan to the top, trying to get the run down the backstretch. Goes into 3 and 4 side by side. Does he have enough? Parmalee out of 4. Night 1 goes to Parmalee. Hannigan second. Silby third. Royer. Sansone the top 5. Great finish at the end. A couple of high quality drivers. Let's see if we can find a really good camera angle here, man. I like my other set of cameras because I have an interview camera in there, but I wanted to try these out tonight. So, all right, top 3 are ready to go. They're on the front stretch for us. We're going to talk to the driver that finishes in 3rd tonight. He had to pick up 7 spots to do it. Greg Silby, 3rd place on night number 1. You're going to be in the pole shuffle tomorrow night.
I just got to catch my breath, Roger. That was a wild race. That was really good fun. It was a bit disjointed with the yellows, but man, it was elbows out, go for it. And it must be those new sponsors on my car that made me go just that bit faster and get on the podium from 10th.
I don't think you needed new sponsors on the car to go fast. You're always pretty good here. It looked to us from up here in the booth like the track really went away, and finding grip out there was at a premium.
You're right there. Like there was a practice yesterday or something, and I think the guys did quite a lot of laps, and there was no black slick like this, and this was like this in the heat racing. So yeah, it was definitely challenging. Where I think we were out there searching, but which made cars crossing over and under. It was pretty hectic, but it was good fun.
We had 30 laps of it tonight. What do you think if the track is like this for 55 laps tomorrow night?
I think Cody will hook his chain to the inside wall and just run around the inside and go underneath us all.
Well, he's pretty daggone good at getting down there, man. Well, you got a great run to start things off, man. Like I said, you'll be in that pole shuffle tomorrow night. You'll come out near the end of that with a chance to go for the pole. Give us a few shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you start preparing for tomorrow night.
Thanks to everyone, NetCode ESports, Extra Life, Josh Cox and Josh Gerlach and Billy Barros for putting this on for this charity. I'm hoping we're doing them proud. And you, Roger, with your Digital Sim Sports Network and the Dirt Racing Network, you guys putting this on for everyone to see, and hopefully we're putting on a good show, and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
All right, man. Thank you very much for chatting with us. Go get prepped up for tomorrow night. Maybe you can start that thing out in front.
Thanks, Roger.
That is the Kiwi Conqueror, Craig Silby. And now we're going to talk to a guy that we have talked to numerous times here on the Dirt Racing Network. We brought him in to pilot the 71H. He did a great job, got out front, but late in this one, I don't know, did the car fade a little, Mason?
I just love to lose races there at the end of any race, given whether it's real life or iRacing. So, just adding to the resume of second place finishes here tonight. So, yeah, just it's great. I think
maybe we'll change your nickname from the High Side Hustler to the Late Race Flounder.
Yeah, you know what? You could do that. You should probably do that.
Man, you did a great job, though, getting out there and getting in front, and you stretch it out. I think the cautions, I don't know if they hinder you or they helped you there.
They never help me. They always screw me in one way or another. So I think I was out to like a second or so on one of them, and I'm like, come on, let's just go green. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have 55 laps of this tomorrow night, but first you got to start off with the King of the Hill pole shuffle, and you'll come out there second to the last with a chance to go for the pole. What do you anticipate happening there?
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I just hope the track's slick. I mean, if it's not, it's just going to be whoever gets the best jump and whoever gets down to the bottom or middle the fastest. So I really hope when we do the pole shuffle, the track looks like this. So if it looks like this, you just never know, and you just got to race, and hopefully you know where your car's good at. So yeah, I don't know. We were really good there. I was really good getting. I feel like I was really good getting into 3 early because I had a curb, and then it definitely iRacing doesn't take from real life because all of a sudden the curb went away. So you ever seen that, Roger, in real life? You ever seen a curb just disappear?
Only when they come out and work the track at the intermission.
The tractor, yeah. That's the only time I've ever seen it go away. So I don't know. I think if the curb stays there in 3 and 4 like it should have, I think I'd have been all right. But Cody's just really good on the bottom, and it's hard to beat him in these things right now. He's definitely the best in the midget right now, so there's no doubt about that, and it's tough to beat him. And tomorrow's going to be 55 long laps, and there's one thing I hope for, and hopefully it's not on the bottom.
All right, man. Well, give me some shout-outs and some thank yous, and we'll let you start getting some test laps or something in for tomorrow night. Figure something out.
Yeah, I can't thank these guys here at NetCode ESports for putting this deal on and doing it for a great cause. So I can't thank them. You, Roger, here at Dirt Racing Network for letting me run this deal, and got the old Dirt Racing Network paint scheme on for these guys. So yeah, I obviously can't thank Black Diamond and all the other teammates that I'm running with, Trevor, Vinny, and Garrett. So yeah, we'll see if we line up tomorrow and go from there.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a good prelim night. We'll look forward to seeing what you can do tomorrow night.
Thank you.
That is the Little Hurricane, Mason Hannigan, finishing in second. And now, a guy that we are so familiar with being on the top step of the podium at the end of any Mighty Midget Series race. He drives the 16. Cody Parmley, the man of a lot of words. You did it again, buddy, and you did it on the bottom.
It's my favorite line. I mean, once everyone came off the bottom, I knew I had a pretty good shot at being top 3. But if Brennan was still running the bottom in front of me, I don't think I would have gone anywhere.
Well, you're going to get to come out last in the pole shuffle tomorrow night and take on whoever is left King of the Hill for the pole. What is your anticipation that's going to go on there? Are you going to watch all of the driving before that so you can kind of figure out where you think the line might be?
Probably. I mean, more than likely I'll be on the bottom.
I wouldn't expect anything more, men. A great start to a great mini nationals for you. Like I said, you'll have a shot at the pole. You'll be no worse than starting on the front row, so that's got to kind of make you have a little bit of relief.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Mason or Brennan's not next to me, I mean, I think I have a pretty good shot. Those guys are pretty fast.
Yeah, you ran with all the best guys on the service tonight. You bested them all, man. Give me some shout outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you start prepping up for the finale tomorrow.
I want to thank you, Dirt Racing Network, for streaming it. Josh for putting this race on, and yeah, like always.
All right, my man. We will look forward to seeing what you can do tomorrow night. Congrats on the win tonight. Good luck in qualifying knockout tomorrow night.
Thank you.
That's Cody Parmalee winning yet again here. NetCode ESports Mighty Midget Series. Let's take a quick look at the results. It was Parmalee, Hannigan, Silby, 1, 2, 3. Trevor Royer with a good run in fourth. Vinny Sansone was fifth. Bo Brannon sixth. Brennan Rogers in seventh. He went to the back kind of late, about 12 or 13 laps in this one, I think, and works his way back to seventh. Gerlach was eighth. Barros ninth. Boyd 10th. Krikorian 11th. Yonke 12th. Spies in 13th. Brochart 14th. Anelski 15th. Gephardt was 16th. Schaff in 17th. Penny 18th, Vincent 19th, and Paquette with an, I won't say an early exit, but earlier than anybody else. He made it to about lap 18, so just past halfway and had a problem. Ended up on his lid. Had to retire. We'll see all these guys back again tomorrow night. The top 6 will go King of the Hill qualifying. Everybody else, B main. You can improve your starting position with how you finish, but you will start in the position that you finished here and race for improvement. So that's going to do it for night number 1 of the NetCode ESports Mini Nationals presented by Victory Fuel. Be sure you tune in tomorrow night at the same time, about 8:45 Eastern. We will go live. We'll try to talk to some drivers pre-race and see what they think as we head into the big 55-lap finale. Get some of the admins to come in and give us some stuff. Hopefully Josh Cox will be here and we can talk to him about the Extra Life charity that everybody is donating the money to. We hope you enjoyed the show. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the great leagues putting on fantastic racing and big events like you just saw here tonight, there is no reason to do a thing at all, and there's nothing for us to cover. So pats on the back to everybody. Till we see y'all tomorrow night. Everybody have peace and love for each other.